Hello, my fellow music lovers. I'm Allison Hagendorf, and welcome to the show. This is where we celebrate the universal love of music and the rock and roll spirit that lives in each of us. My guest today is global superstar, powerhouse vocalist, and one of the great singer-songwriters of their generation, LP. The song Lost on You hit number one in 18 countries, and LP have sold out shows around the world in more than 150 cities. LP is a personal favorite of mine, and we had the best time talking all about their new music, how they found their voice both literally and figuratively, the current dating status, the obstacles they've had to overcome, and how a night in jail made them appreciate performing for their fans even more. And stay tuned after the interview for my sound advice. New music you need to know. It all starts now. So I think the last time I saw you was when I hosted your live stream during the pandemic.
Oh, God.
And you and I had to keep our distance, and I had a picture of us. Wow. We were trying to keep
I think that was even like, it was almost before masks in a way.
Yeah, this was early on. It was very ballsy that we did this together. It was
that makes me want to go home and find that shirt and that jacket, which I have no idea where they are.
They're great. They're really great.
I just moved into a new house, and I'm like, I know where nothing is.
Oh, you did move into a new house?
I did.
Where? Where is it?
In the hills east or something like that.
Oh, okay,
I go
cool.
off Barham exit.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Are you doing like home improvements or decorating?
It's a pretty splendid place, so I don't have to do much.
Oh,
but,
awesome.
But yeah, I'm like, it's kind of like I'm going through shit like where you're like, yeah, this isn't meant for this house. So I just like throw it in storage.
Oh, okay.
Or like Goodwill and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's exciting. That's
really, I
fun.
mean, the most shit I have is like clothes and guitars and,
that's all you really need.
And what else do I have? There's something else. Oh, books, I guess.
Books are good.
Yeah, books are good.
Books are good.
I don't really have any bookshelves. I'm going to have to fucking make them.
Yeah. Can you build, or are you like handy at all?
No,
or no?
not one of those decks.
No. No, fair enough. No judgments.
Hell no. I fucking hire motherfuckers. And like, yeah, no, I don't, I'm not like, I need, looking for beautiful feminine woman who has her own life, who cooks and also builds shit.
Jackpot.
Yeah. And doesn't think I'm a wimp for not doing any of those things.
That's amazing.
Sorry about that.
I'm dying over this new music.
You are?
I have been sitting with it. How crazy to think this is your 7th studio album.
Yeah, right.
Is that weird? Do you take a second and be like,
yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck have I been doing? My God, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it feels good. I feel like I'm one of those, I feel like I kind of like being the underdog. I like the subtlety of like someone, even, meeting me and going, oh, you do music? And I was like, yeah, and then them going home and like looking up my stuff and being like, oh,
wow.
They don't just do music.
Yeah.
They've been doing music,
yes.
and, yeah, it's like, I feel like I want to, I'm like building a house. Like I want it to be like, like if you're like living in a 1-bedroom apartment and you're like, you went in your closet and the wall fell down. You're like, there's a fucking mansion in here. What the fuck's going on? So yeah, I'm trying to build a mansion before I, kick it.
Well, you have been building it, but I do think that this album is my new favorite.
Yeah, right on.
It's really gorgeous. I mean, it's next level. Tell me more about the making of this album, because you got together with Ashton Irwin.
Yeah.
From 5 Seconds of Summer.
We were, Andrew, Martin,
yes.
And Matt Pauling. And they were like, they actually worked with my ex, fiance Lauren. And we had broken up and I didn't really want to jump on that. You know what I mean? But what happened is Andrew and I especially, just became instantly like really good friends, and like there was no stopping it,
Yeah.
And I think that, then Matt was in that hang. Matt lived with Ashton for a while, and he had a studio in Ashton's house. Ashton also has a studio in his house. And we decided to write a song. Well, we decided to write a song with Barnes Courtney for Barnes,
yeah.
And, Barnes had this verse that was, that he was like, I wouldn't say struggling to get a chorus with, but he just wasn't getting a chorus. And they asked me if I could come and maybe do that one night. And, I wasn't nervous about it. Like, I think I had been nervous about us working together, because we were friends and it didn't want it to be like, it's like if you fuck one of your friends and you're like,
it's awkward now.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, because everybody was like, very complimentary of everybody else's talents, but we didn't know. And so we worked on this song, and I wrote a chorus for this song called "Hold the Light."
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was going to be a duet with me and Barnes, but me and Barnes had a duet from years ago that never came out. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and it just just wasn't the right time or whatever. I love him; he's fucking amazing.
I love him too.
He's so
Wait,
dope,
I need to hear this duet that has not.
Oh yeah, I think it's called Dead Town, but it's never been out.
Okay,
yeah, I
need
will
to
send
hear
it to
that.
you. Yeah.
Please do.
Nick loves that song. Nick's always like, "When are you going to put
I
that
would
on
love
the record?"
that song. Yeah, I would love it.
I sang it out a few times, and everybody really, really dug it. But again, it was a duet, so I didn't, And then this one, I was like, I'm not letting this fucking thing go by the wayside too. By the way, we allowed to curse on this one.
Of course.
Fuck yeah.
Encouraged.
Hell
you
yeah.
do you.
Encouraged. Fuck. There you go. So then that started the ball rolling, and then we wrote another song. The next song was "One Like You," and then this comes out later, right? So,
yeah.
Spoiler alert. But yeah, and then as soon as we wrote that song, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is getting good, you know. And then we wrote what became Dayglow, most of it, like a part of it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm about to book a trip, so. I was like, where should we go? Because I've had success as far as like going places and writing. I really
do
it.
like exotic writing camp setups,
yeah,
which
I do.
love.
Like I throw a writing camp for my damn self.
Yeah,
and I just
smart.
and I like the like change, and we just like we get up and everybody does their own thing until we start working, which is usually like around 2 or 3,
Perfect.
and then we work until like 2. Like
wow.
it really gets done. Like and we're going hard the whole time. Mm-hmm. Needless to say.
Yeah.
And, but in a nice way. And so, but anyway, Andrew's grew up partly in Cayman Islands and partly in New Orleans. That's why he's such a maniac. But, he's like, we should go to Cayman Islands. Have you ever been? I said, no. And I hadn't been to the Caribbean in a long time. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we got this house on the wild side of the island,
awesome.
Which I was a little bit worried about because Andrew's a man about town, and the other side of the island was like 40 minutes away. Ooh, 40 minutes. Yeah. Crazy.
That's a big commitment.
Jerry's house cried. Yeah. So me and Matt sat in that house though when we first got there, and we were like, "This is a vibe, dude."
Yeah.
And then we wrote like 10 songs there. 10 songs that made the record.
Really?
And I was like, "Holy shit!"
It's a muse. The house. Is a muse.
Yeah. Something. I mean, it was just we were all muses. You know what I mean? I mean, every time Andrew picked up the guitar, I just started singing, and I was like playing a lot of uke, like, it's like, we were just like, I don't know, we were just on, and I love, and everybody's whole vibe was just like very simpatico, and so then when we came back, I had to go right on tour for 6 weeks. And then I was like, we should have another session just to make sure we got it, whether we beat stuff or we come up with more. And then we got another 5 songs. We went to Palm Springs after the tour in like October, November. So basically this whole record flew out 15 songs in like a month and a half, 2 months.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I was going through a lot. I had like, I had like 7 women on my mind. Sorry about that.
So you were doing a lot of balancing. You had a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, I had some heartbreak. I had some excitement. I was like doing all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Enjoying yourself.
I was enjoying myself. And, but torturing myself, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I love it. I seem to like
Masochism is awesome.
Yeah. It's like, so I don't know. I just, I had a lot to unpack, I guess. And so, but yeah. And then, so another 5 songs came out in, Palm Springs, and I was like, oh shit. And I kind of want to put the whole thing on a record, but I might just like kind of keep like a few back for a deluxe vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, cause I feel like I want this body of work all out together.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think, I'm kind of like, I hate that expectation part of the record where like, I want to try not to put any on this thing, but it does feel like, oh shit. I feel like I'm like, sitting on something cool.
The bar is high. The bar is high from your former work, and you've had so much success. So do you feel pressure about like new work, or are you kind of like, no, I got this, it's awesome?
I think, to me, I don't think this record will lose me any fans.
Okay, exactly.
That's the thing. I think I'll be able to like keep my fans happy, which is, always important to me. And I'm always striving like to connect with more people.
Yeah.
Obviously, So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like fame, whatever, being known, whatever, you know what I mean? But really just like connecting with more people and like, and feeling like you got to more hearts, I guess,
I feel like there's so much instrumentation on this album. Like there's like a lot of like acoustic guitar. I feel like there's some Spanish guitar. There's some like steel guitar, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was very like, it's kind of organic feeling. Yes. It was very, there's something very fresh about it, which is weird because I don't, I want like at the risk of calling the rest of my catalog, not fresh.
It's fresh.
It's fresh. This feels just like, it feels organic and very easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's cool about it. Like, and there's like, although, it talks about, a lot of the same topics, heartbreak and all that bullshit. All that bullshit. It's still like, it's like, it's deep, but it feels, up. I don't know, in a way. I mean, I was like inspired. I had a lot of, like, there's like, this like Cat Stevens like vibes.
Yes.
There's Linda Ronstadt vibes, I think, Roy Orbison
so
vibes.
Good, yeah.
There's even a little Freddie Mercury.
Of course there is.
But yeah, I feel I just feel like it's all my heroes as usual. Or just like another I don't think I ever really got the Linda Ronstadt thing in my head before, but I felt like when I go back and listen to her shit, I'm like, wow.
You're like, that's pretty awesome.
Damn.
There is a 3-song section of the album that I love, that I keep listening to and repeat. It is Love Lines, Blow, Big Time. Like those three flow into each other, and I'm like, wow.
Really? Oh, dope.
It's like...
Maybe we have to keep those together on the record.
I just love the sequence of those three in particular.
Big time, baby.
I mean, the lyrics on that. I mean,
I know. I felt like I was
heartbreaking.
I was like, wow. I felt like, I feel like I even like wrote that like kind of like for my dad or something like that. You know what I mean? It felt like from a very like kind of like, it sounds
it's classic. It's timeless.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, I don't know what to say, but like, yeah, I feel it. There's something like, you feel like you like found, like, it's like when you see a sculpture and you're like, was that in there?
Right.
Or did I do that?
Right. Totally.
Like, it's kind of weird.
Totally. But only you can have like an operatic, like scale and arpeggio and like a distorted guitar, like side by side. Like that's unique to you.
There you go. Yeah.
I cannot, your voice, I almost feel like it's next level on this. I mean, what do you do to keep your voice conditioned and...
What's one of the songs that you said? I was kidding. La 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 la. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do all kinds of shit. I scales and fucking, But what's funny? When I am writing, I don't do anything. I don't even warm up. It's like a weird, like, I mean, because also I have to warm up in order to sustain. My shows are like, almost 2 hours sometimes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and I mean, and it's really, it's when I'm fine, it's easy. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm sick, then it's hard. But yeah, no, it's like, it's been years and years and years of like lessons and scales and all that shit. I do scales like a guitar player does scales, yeah. I don't know, I think, I just keep trying to do more voices, Yeah. Like I'm always trying to like, mess around with like tones and shit, and that's like, but I don't know, like I'm getting quicker at writing and quicker at picking tones because sometimes it would take me a minute to like listen to the song and be like, I don't like the vocal tone on this. It's goofy, or it's like, like there's like, it has to be tougher or like more like, I don't know. But then, the bitch is doing it live sometimes because I'm like, oh God, here comes that fucking tone.
Here comes that tone.
Yeah, that I have to like kind of like, like squeeze my shit, like, here it comes. Yeah.
How did Golden come about?
Oh man, it's so easy. I don't know, like, I forget what the hell we were doing. I mean, like when I just did the opera thing on that, the guys were like, the fuck is that?
It's unbelievable.
It was funny. And then I don't know, that one popped out really weird. And even the chant,
yes.
I don't get broken before it gets me. We did we have a cool thing that will probably be a little surprise thing that we put out that's like a focus on that. But, I don't know. That's the thing. I was so inspired when I was writing this record that like it was just flying out.
Wow.
Like all those things. I honestly don't know where it came from. Like
what a
that
gift.
Yeah, there was like, I think that was like, just a celebration. I mean, like we were like literally like Matt's like, table that he had all, just his computer and speakers and shit on was just facing this beach, like, and it was just like, oh man, like what the, and Andrew, knows everybody and came and his family basically, helped build that place, and so like within like hours of being in this place, they had these guys like come and like, and brought like live drums and fucking, all these like, microphones and all this stuff. And we were so set, like I think the first song we wrote down there was that song Wild.
Oh, I love that song. Yeah.
And Andrew was just like sitting there, like we're on the beach and Andrew looks like he's like playing with Rod Stewart in the 70s. And, he's just like doing a back bend, like in his spandex, like, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And, and then the drink started flowing and then everything started flowing.
What was the drink of choice?
Oh, let's see. I think we all have different drinks. There was like Mezcal drinks. Don't ever have Andrew make you drink.
Oh.
You get this awful,
too strong or too watered down?
No, you get like a Coke Zero, this much, and then like this much or whatever the fuck. I know, some kind of whiskey of some kind of like, what the fuck is this? He gets it from his Uncle Bunny.
Okay.
Andrew's Uncle Bunny. Like we went to their house. They have this beautiful house to live there forever. And Uncle Bunny has never offered to make anybody drink, but he offered to make me a drink. And he drinks only rum, only Bacardi, like white Bacardi. And he drinks it with water.
Oh my God.
I'm like, it's like, Uncle Bunny wants to make you a drink. Okay, Uncle Bunny, what are we drinking?
Yeah.
Bacardi and water.
Good old Uncle Bunny.
Good old Uncle Bunny. Uncle Bunny has a separate fucking refrigerator just for his water, which is like Aquafina or some shit. Right? Just like
to mix with the rum?
Yeah. A fucking refrigerator full of fucking Aquafinas. Just for rum.
Just for rum.
Yeah. And I sat there with this like literally giant, like a water glass. Like this much filled with rum and that much with water. So that's where he gets his bartending skills from. But anyway,
Yikes.
I digress. But yeah, it was that, Mezcal.
Oh,
Mezcal
like
margs, stuff like that.
Sounds good to me, actually. Let's talk about your live show because you have one of the best live shows. You do.
Thanks, man.
It's your voice, it's your range, it's your vibrato, it's your vocal control, but it's also your star power and your presence because you have this unique ability to do like rock arena shows, but with a very intimate, emotional connection with the fans. I think that is unique to you.
It's like, thank you. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I once feel like I'm like, like total badass and a total goofball at the same time. And I think I exhibit that. Like,
you do,
like,
you do.
all the time. Like, I mean, I don't, it's like, and it's just like, I don't know. I want people to feel like we're all hanging out. You know what I mean?
It feels that way.
Yeah. I'm not, and I'm, but I'm in charge and I'm going to take care of it. You know what I mean? Like, cause people also want to be taken care of. Like,
yes.
It's like if a comedian's not funny, you're like, oh yeah. Jesus Christ. It hurts. So like, yeah, so you have to like, I feel like you have to be in charge. So, I am.
You are in charge. We appreciate that.
I'm in charge.
You're the captain.
There you go.
Yeah.
I am.
How do you physically train for the shows? Because they're pretty intense.
I've been doing yoga for like almost 17 years,
Yeah.
I love it. And, it's been my main thing. I used to run before that and I don't really like to run anymore. I mean, it's just like too hard on your body.
It is hard on your body.
And, so I do that. I started walking a lot. That's even fun. Like
I'm
if you
obsessed with walking now.
I got the treadmill. I walk really fast.
Yeah.
And you can like kind of sing your own songs, walk. But I really just started doing that. So I don't know. I mean, I just, yoga keeps me in shape and also singing keeps me in shape. It's like
I bet.
It's very physical. I mean, like I could probably stop a bullet with my like.
That's what I'm saying with your diaphragm. It's got like complete control.
Yeah.
I know. It's amazing.
It's like I call it the, what is it? What is those catapult?
Oh yeah.
I like a little like vocal catapult.
Of course. Yeah. Well, you do have that unique control. It's pretty remarkable. you are about to embark on your global tour as you do. You're one of the
It's a concert global tour.
you're one of the very small amount of US artists that can consistently sell out arenas in over like 20 countries. I mean, that's pretty, didn't you recently do like 18,000 tickets in Mexico City?
Something like
crazy
that.
like that?
Yeah. I think, almost 20. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I mean, that's really unbelievable.
Yeah, the 2 nights of 10 each. Yeah.
I mean, you have some of the most loyal and committed fans on the planet. You really do.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that creates this strong connection between you and your fans?
I don't know, I mean, I think it's just, angels. But no, I think I try to, my stuff is really emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very emotional. I mean, I really, I am really trying to connect at every show. And I try to the point where like like even on like Instagram, I try to like hit people. I try to like people's things. I try to follow fans all the time, and like, I'll have like I don't, just for the record, I don't know what I'm doing when I go into my DMs. I'm just like Bible dipping, like, hey, how you doing? And then like, I'll just like be like, hey, and like to the point where like a fan will be like, did something happen? Why don't you talk to me anymore? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not trying not to talk to you. I just don't know. Like sometimes I just don't go anywhere. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to hook up on Instagram. Hey, how you doing?
You're just trying to connect.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Fire. Just send one of those fire things that goes.
You're fire.
Fire.
I love that. Because you
wink.
because you have played all over the world. Have there been any sort of surreal experiences or ones that surprised you?
Surreal?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all very surreal, you know, to me. Like, I don't know, like, I had a recent really crazy experience, where like one of the reasons why I moved, because I had a very, very bad experience, with like a kind of stalker neighbor thing.
Oh no.
And, I basically went to jail.
Oh my God, because you had to defend yourself?
Like this guy was terrorizing, he was stealing, he was vandalizing my shit.
Oh my God, it's horrifying.
And like, and I was starting to get pissed. I was sitting in jail, everything got dropped, everything's gone. But, I was sitting there with no phone for like 10 hours going like, holy shit, I ruined my life because, what my life, I mean, I was like, I'm just going to put out records from now on. I might not ever tour again, but I'll put them out, goddammit. I will do live streams forever.
I'm here for you.
It was a terrible joke. Yeah, it was a terrible joke because I hated live streams. Like that was the worst thing that ever happened. You know what I mean? Like I need to smell
the physical connection. Yeah.
The crowd,
Totally get it.
But yeah.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my God.
I mean, so yeah, I was definitely like, I remember I walked out on stage, in the first, show in South America. And, I mean, I looked like I was really happy. And I was.
Yeah.
I'm always really happy. Like, I come out and I've been singing, opening up with the song When We Touch,
Oh, yeah.
And, but I was just like, no one knew how happy. I was like,
right.
Holy shit.
You were elated.
Yeah, and I was like sitting there, like, I was like, wow, I was just like in jail. And now I was sitting in front of like 6,000 people,
That's
like
pretty rock and roll.
Yeah, I was like, wow, whoa, and I am always appreciative of it. But yeah, I mean, I remember when I first started like, getting bigger, and I remember just being, filled with like, biggest thing I was filled with, was like responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit. I gotta make more music for these people.
Right.
And I gotta continue to. Because I remember, when Jeff Buckley died, and, they only had that one record out. And I remember I bought
the best
My
record,
Sweetheart, The Drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the best record was incredible. And then I bought My Sweetheart, The Drunk. And I remember I bought it and I was, having lunch and I was like looking at it like, and I don't really, I've got to be honest. I mean, I'm a fan of many people, but I don't do the waiting in line thing. And I don't I've never been the front row of any show, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not like that kind of fan, and I had never been so, affected so viscerally, like by like the fact that like, I'm never going to hear another record from this person that I thought I was going to grow up with,
Yeah.
And it really hurt my soul, you know? So, and it's not like that, but I do feel like, you know, like when people like you, it's your, you know, like your work, whatever, it's like a responsibility and I'm up for it. I'm into it, you know? So I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, it's like everything's very surreal. Like I can't believe I deal with this at all.
Aww.
It's kind of wild.
Is it crazy to think that you were that little kid in Huntington, Long Island, you know, and now you're touring the globe again and again?
You know, yeah. Like, I mean, because also I was not brought up to, you know, do this. You know what I mean? This was like, nah, you can't do that. You know, eat your breakfast. Like,
but
you know,
wasn't your mother a vocalist?
yeah, but not professional.
Right,
you know?
right,
But
right.
she, you know, I mean, she performed at Carnegie Hall, you know,
That's
like,
incredible.
but yeah, like, I mean, you know, it was like with her school at the time or whatever. But like, yeah, it was just out of the question, you know, like she stopped doing that shit when she like got with my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, I don't know. It was just the way it you know, it was in the film. I mean, because, you know, it is a bit of a lottery ticket, you know, I guess, you know, and people get, you know, nervous about it. But I think, from what we've seen in life, it's like, I think like more and more people, you know, going with their passion, it wins, you know? I mean, even though, you know, now, unfortunately, in some ways, it's like, that's all anybody wants to do.
Right.
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
And like, you know, like that's not, it's just, sometimes not possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in China, they like control TikTok and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like, you know, kids want to be astronauts still. And
Right.
stuff.
Right,
And all our
right.
kids in America want to be like influencers. Like,
Yeah.
oh God,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, yeah,
I hear that.
I don't know how we're going to do it, but
I know that does scare me. I do think about that a lot.
yeah.
Like we need a lot of astronauts. We don't need as
I mean,
many
and I don't want to say, I
influencers.
don't want to be like, hey, I'm a singer. Don't be a singer.
Right. It was a different thing. You have to really put in the work over years and years and years.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And also it's, I don't know, like, I don't know what, and you don't have to have the same goals. I mean, you know, if you have a goal to be famous, that's fine. I mean, it's not like a thing, but what is the goal? Like, you know, why do you want to,
what's the why?
you know, yeah. And, you know, I think you have to examine that for your own self, you know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't even know, like, you know, like, but I just did know I didn't really want to do anything else.
Right.
You know, you know, I mean, I did so much work, like songwriting wise, you know what I mean? Like, cause it wasn't like, you know, I'm not one of those people that like just naturally, you know, I didn't even really write poetry, you know, I knew I could write, you know, I mean, I love to read and all that stuff, but yeah, I found my voice, like, you know, writing wise, I think, you know,
Wow.
and that was just through consistently trying
And building a craft.
Yeah. And like now, like it seems like it's a thrill, you know, because it's like, I don't think anybody except me knows how, well, I mean, I guess people will see that I'm getting better as I put out more work, but like, I feel like I'm the most aware of like how much, better and how much, access I have, like from like the, you know, from like brain to pen, you know?
Yeah.
And it's fun, you know? And,
I found that even lyrically on this new album, it's just
it
so
was flowing
strong.
out. Yeah. And I like, it's very much a puzzle. It's very like, kind of like, as soon as I have a concept, as soon as I like have the title, the concept, I'm just like, my brain just goes like a Rubik's Cube.
It feels like it's like pouring out into the paper. I mean,
Yeah.
the lyrics on this one are
like
so
even like, you
immediate.
know, that song, Big Time,
Yes.
you know, was like wild, you know, everything usually flows in, you know, like you know, at the least I get a chorus the first, day and then maybe the second, but yeah. And, yeah, I just like, I really, enjoy, cinching it all up, whatever the fuck it's called now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's like, I just want it to be like, just like kind of, bulletproof in a way, like, you know, like, like getting it all wrapped up, every single loose motherfucker.
You said that you found your voice through writing. When did you realize that you also had such a unique voice physically and also figuratively?
That was the first thing I think I noticed that people noticed. People were like, Jesus, what the you know? My mom was like, what is that?
What's
like,
happening?
In the car, like, you know, and I was like not, I think I just like let loose one day because I was really quiet about it all the time. I was like, you know, and then, and my mother's like, "What? Is that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." And when she said that, then I started singing out more in class, in like chorus class. And then, I had this like really, eccentric teacher, and she was like, "Who is that?" And all the kids were like, you know, and then she started putting me in like the, you know, plays and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
cool.
Yeah. And people were like, "Oh shit," you know, and, and then I don't know, it just was like always a thing. And then, I just started like playing with people in high school and stuff like that. And trying to like rock and roll a little bit. You know, like I was like kind of late to like, you know, my mom played a lot of like opera and like kind of like musical theater and shit like that. So I was kind of late to the classic rock thing, you know, and then I started like going like, holy shit. I think when I was like a little kid, I heard Janis Joplin. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? Turn it down, you know, like fucking like, you know, some like old granny, you know, I was like, and then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit. She's a genius.
Yeah, she's a genius.
Right? Yeah, it was just very funny. Like, but I do remember the first time I was like, God damn it.
That's so interesting. So you were used to such a beautifully polished classical.
Yeah, that I was just like, what is it? Yeah. You know, like, what is somebody like, you know, drowning a cat somewhere? You know, it was really weird. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, it's not even, you know, it's like gigantic, like, you know, genius talent.
Of course.
I was really, it just, my whole like thing changed, you know, like as far as like what I liked. And then I don't know, you know, I really connected, with like Freddie Mercury and, Roy Orbison, you know, really like also like just like, you know, Mick Jagger. I wanted to be like Keith Richards, but you know, not Mick Jagger. I can't help it. You know when you want to be Keith Richards and you're just fucking Mick Jagger. It's not your fault. So yeah,
that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
What's really cool is that, you know, I didn't know this, but Andrew is going to play with me now. My guitar player, Alex, quit just because he just needs a change, you know, he's a little burnt out, you know, and it's like the perfect timing, really. Like if he was going to do this, it's like the perfect timing.
Now's the time.
Because
he's
amazing. But,
and he's been in Pella Royale, right? He's worked with those guys.
But since we like, you know, since we wrote this whole fucking record together.
Now he gets to play the songs live.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And you know, and you'll really see it. Like, it's like, I feel like, holy crap. Like, it's like, I always wanted that kind of band feeling, you know, but like, it's really hard to, you know, keep a band together. You know what I mean?
Of course
like,
it is.
And, you know, and that's why I got to the point and I'm just pay everybody.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
And,
I'm excited for that because you guys did the songs together and now you get to play them together.
And
that's awesome.
And you know, before I moved, I stayed at the Chateau Marmont for like, I did the full chateau, like, I think I stayed there like 6 weeks or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, before tour and after tour. Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I mean, I've been there, you know, a million times, but like, living there.
Next level.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've definitely like, it took a couple of years off my life. For sure. But
you were embracing the moment.
Word.
Yeah.
So Andrew came over when we first like, you know, I got down on bended knee and said, Andrew, will you be in this band with me?
And
he, you know, we just, you know, commenced celebrating, but we were like, he picked up my guitar and just started playing like Love Lines and yeah, it was just like magical, you know? Yeah.
Can't
really
wait
cool.
to see that one live. I really cannot.
Yeah. It's funny, like that ending, like, cause that whole take from the like,
yeah,
you know, that whole thing, that was the writing take. That was just me flying over the end in a melodic pass, like trying to find something, but it was the first time.
Oh my God. See, I love hearing these stories.
So we were all like, yeah, like, but it's the first take, the first and only writing take.
That's
not just the first
unbelievable.
take, like
That's amazing.
to lay it down. Yeah, it was just because we were like, that's what we were listening back to shit. And we were like, is that all a keeper? The whole thing? Like, cause it, you know, it wasn't, I didn't even know what it was, you know, going to be. Like,
The answer is yes.
Yes.
It is a keeper.
It is a keeper.
Is.
Yeah. There's some explanations that I can't go into on Even on this show.
Are you
very
sure?
open. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Because you are so unique, you have your own sound, style, genre, you know.
Zip code.
Zip code. I'm sure that you face so many obstacles, especially when first starting out. I'm sure there were people who didn't understand or wanted you to be a certain way or, you know, what was that like and how did you overcome that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think, you know, I'm nothing if not stubborn, I guess. Just ask anyone I ever dated. You know, I call it eating a sandwich with your eye. It's really good. Seems like it should do something. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't know. I didn't have a plan B for anything, even a plan B, like what to look like, you know, like, I mean, I don't know how else to act except like myself, really. You know what I mean? I mean, having said that, I can act like anything. I'm the biggest actor you'll ever meet. Like, you know, it's stupid, you know, but I can only act like myself.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I don't know. I just like, again, I was like, you know, like,
yeah.
I just like, you know, even like, you know, I remember going like to, some psychic said to me, I'm not a frequent psychic you know, thing. Cause I just like, I don't know if I want to know sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't like to adjust like to like something, and you know, like being like, if someone says something, then be like, you know, started like going to the supermarket to meet women. And I'm like, you're going to meet someone in a supermarket. You never fucking leave the supermarket.
Right.
I don't even go to the supermarket. I don't even know where a supermarket is near my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it is a new location, so maybe.
It's a new location.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't get scared. Don't get scared. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. But yeah,
I'll bring you some produce. I'll just bring it.
Hey, yeah. It's like Andrew sends me like, you know, he just sends me, he gets food delivered to my house.
That's really sweet.
How cute is he?
It is really cute.
Yeah, he's the best.
Aww.
And, but yeah, what was I going to say? So the psychic said that that some motherfucker, a male presence, she thinks, in my life, rolled a big boulder up to my door of my career, you know, and I went out the window, which was songwriting.
Oh,
you know,
that's interesting.
And, who the fuck knows, dude? But, you know, like all I know is that like, I think when I got my first major label deal in like 2006, I think that's when I was like, all right, well, you're not totally fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Someone just gave you like 6 figures for like, you know, to sing.
Yeah.
I mean, you must not be, I mean, L.A. Reid, you know what I mean? He's not no slouch, you know what I mean? And I was like, huh, all right.
I got something here.
Okay, hold on. I'm not out of my fucking mind. I mean, I'm out of my fucking mind. Make no mistake. But I'm not completely, you know, out to lunch. So then that was, you know, that just started like things more and more, you know. And also I think like, you know, I don't know. Just the way people came up to me, even when it was in drips and drabs and very small things. I mean, the like passion that people came up to me with, like as far as like hearing my shit or my voice, was just like, it felt so real that I was like, you know, you could do worse than like, you know, doing something that affected someone like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I think I just, you know, that's how I kept going. It's like, that's why the fan's so important to me, because that's what kept me going. Not some douche behind a fucking, you know, desk.
Yeah.
You know, because those people, you know, that's subjective. I mean, you know, I've told the story 100 times about how the guy heard Lost on You, and a couple other songs of mine, and then played me a song. He goes, "Want to hear a great song?" In my meeting. Sure.
Okay.
Sure, Dan.
Yeah.
What do you got? He plays me a song about being gay by a guy who's not gay. That's awesome.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. It's like,
thank you for this enlightenment,
yeah,
Dan.
yeah. It's like, you know.
Yeah. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
What about now? Do you feel like you still face obstacles? Do you think you're in a groove? You think?
You know, I guess we all face obstacles. I think, but I don't know. No, I feel very free right now.
That's
I think
awesome.
that you can, you know, even hear it in the work right now. You know, I do. I feel, you know, I surround myself with, you know, people who inspire me, you know what I mean? And, you know, not people who yes me, but, you know, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I love the word yes.
Who doesn't?
When you tell me I'm great, I love it. but you know, I mean, but no, I mean, I like to hear, I like, you know, to work, you know, and, I don't want anything. I don't like shortcuts.
Right.
That's the thing. Like my father's always trying to take shortcuts. It's like, dude, like stop, just fucking do the work. Like this shortcut bullshit. Like it's almost like our culture keeps getting more and more like that because we think that like we see someone's life on Instagram and we don't see all the hard work they put into like, getting these things, you know? And you know, I mean, even the youngest person, who gets like, you know, like Justin Bieber, you know what I mean? When he hit, you know?
Yeah.
For people that haven't done it and gotten in the fucking machine to like do all the press and do all the things, it's so much work.
So much work. Yeah.
I mean, you know, like, oh, that kid, he's living a dream. He got it all. Like, I mean, he's working his ass off. And, you know, and like, and even him becoming like, not, you know, like working his life out the way he has, it's like, it's amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
I mean,
it is.
Like, I like so much like, you know, admiration for that guy. I mean, I can't believe like he got through such a crazy thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, intact. I think, you know, for the most part, I don't know him, but I'm just saying.
Also to grow up literally in the public eye.
But like, the basics is that it's like a lot of work, even to stay like sane and on this planet. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, yeah, you know, I mean, even now, you know, it's almost, I have to work to like not have as much fun.
What a concept.
Yeah. I'm having a really good time and I've got to be like, okay. Good. Okay. Yeah.
What about writing for other artists? Because of course you've written for Rihanna, Christina Aguilera, Celine Dion. Have you ever written for an artist and been like, I'm going to keep that one?
Give me that.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it actually.
No, you know, no.
Because you're writing specifically for them. That would make sense for them.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that. And also like, I kind of know when a song for me in the first 2 seconds, you know, like, I mean, you know, every once in a while you give, like, I was writing this most recent song I have with Noah Cyrus, and I remember, like, the first line, I was like, should I say this? Maybe I want this line for myself. And then,
yeah, see, that's interesting.
And I was like, yeah, fuck it.
So you did it, yeah.
But yeah, I don't, you know, but I don't.
What was the line?
Usually, in the united hate of America, our hearts are just as broken as the nation.
Wow. Yes, I see the dilemma. It's pretty awesome.
And yeah, but then we just started, you know, rolling, and I love running with her. She's dope.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, I think that, you know, I think that it's all, you know, everything is good. You know, like, I mean, no matter what. And I always know, you know, like even like Celine Dion took a song of mine that was like going to go on, I don't know if the last record or this record or something like that, but I wasn't even going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I would have liked to have written a better song for her. Not that it wasn't a good song, but
right.
I know why she liked it, because it had like the modulation, the key change.
Yes.
You know, and she nailed it. She's, you know, obviously so amazing. And, but yeah, you know, like I would love to like have written a specific song for her. You know, and I always tell this story. Also, I had one of my songs on Forever for Now called Night Like This.
Mm-hmm.
That was with Shakira. She was going to do it. And I really wanted Shakira to do it. I was like, that's going to be so good. And then the label made me keep it.
Oh, wow.
And put it out as a first single. And me doing it, it was like, aw, cute.
That's flattering.
Oh, it's on a night like that. You know, but I mean, could you just imagine Shakira doing it?
Yes.
And then like, sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
I know.
I hear that. What does success mean to you? Do you feel successful?
I do. Yeah, it means, like still enjoying working. You know what I mean? Like one of the biggest things is like, one of the biggest things I'm happy to see in myself is that, the more I get, the more I want to work. Like the more I want to like, you know, make music and write songs. You know, I don't get like, I don't have this kind of like, you know, like I just want to, you know, keep, you know, creating this body of work, which is cool. You know, I felt like if someone believed in me, then I would, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just get more and more inspired to do it, you know? But yeah, success means, you know, at first it was just like only doing this for my work, you know, because I like slugged it out and, you know, bars and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I've seen the alternatives, you know, and that's the cool thing. I mean, I wouldn't like, my perspective is like the most valuable thing I have, you know, because it just brings so much appreciation to it all, which is really nice, you know, because it's nice to be able to, you know, understand it. Like, you know, I've worked with kids and stuff like that, you know, back in the day. And you know, they'd have like one feature in England or something like that and think like, it's my life now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm going to be, you know, it's like, it's not actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's not unless you know, you got to keep working, you know,
You
like,
have to keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, all the biggest people work their asses off, you know?
Yeah.
People can argue, I like your necklace, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I just noticed.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's so nice.
That means a lot coming from you.
Hey,
Because your fashion
I know
sense.
necklaces, dude. Come on.
You know fashion. I have to say, yes, you
thanks,
do know
man.
fashion.
Oh, I had a couple of good teachers.
You have a real who are your fashion muses? Because I love your style.
I don't know. It's so many things, you know, like mostly like I guess like it jumps around. Like I just like a good fit, you know.
Yeah.
I like keep my silhouette, you know.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know, and I don't know. I mean, I love. I don't feel like I could hold up anybody that, you know, like I love Keith Richards, you know what I mean? But I'm not maybe as like scarfy kind of.
Yeah, I love it.
But like, but I love Mick Jagger and I love, you know, everybody, like all the Beatles.
Yeah.
I love, you know, Jim Morrison, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, I don't know, like
best.
super rock and roll, like stuff, you know, you know, Robert Plant, and,
all my favorites.
my friend told me a funny story, like, cause I just bought this for my house. I bought this Robert Plant, photo yesterday at this gallery and it's like, and he's wearing this shirt. I have to tell Andrew this. I can't believe I didn't tell him this last night when we were hanging out. He used to, I don't know, this is the most PC story, but he's wearing this, he's wearing that blouse. It's a photo where he's got the dove.
Oh, the dove. Yeah, of course.
And he's wearing that like, kind of like, it's nothing. It's a fucking blouse.
It's a blouse.
It's definitely a blouse.
It's 100% a blouse.
But what he used to do is he used to wear the shirt of whatever the shirt from the woman he slept with the night before on stage. That was his like thing for a while. I was like, that's so dope.
That is pretty great,
How
actually.
dope is that?
Yeah.
Now
It's a celebration.
Everyone knows.
That's a great story.
This is not my shirt, actually. I'm just kidding.
Whose blouse is that?
Moving forward. Yeah, no, it's my fucking shirt. I slept with myself last night.
How do you keep focus on mental health and just staying grounded and staying focused?
You know, yoga. My yoga
Yes.
practice helps with that a lot.
For sure.
You know, friends. I have like the best managers on the planet that are also my friends. You know, it's not like, I don't know, we've been together for 13 years. So it's like we have built this thing and, you know, I mean, I'm like my manager's son's godparent, you know? So it's like,
so nice.
I don't know. I just, you know, I try to keep people that, you know, tell me what's up. You know what I mean? Even though like, you know, I'm sure I scare them every once in a while. They're like, you're okay, right? I think so.
Just checking in with you.
I did for sure. When I got back from K-Man, I call it K-Man because that's how Andrew says it. And I want to say it like him. But yeah, I got back from K-Man and I like walked in my house, my old house. And, I still think there's a possibility I died. And then I'm just like kind of having this endless dream that goes like that. It's like,
That's interesting.
yeah. And because I came into my house and I don't know, it was because I was like living on the ocean for like 3 weeks, but I was like, I came back and it was like really small. And, I don't know. I just felt like I felt like I had died and like the ghost of Christmas past was like dragging me through like, oh yeah, that's where you lived in 2022. You know?
Point things out to you.
Yeah. That's when one of my managers says, it's the drugs. And that's how they say
It's
it.
the aftermath.
They're like, are you okay?
It was all the water and rum.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the rum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not, you know, just, yeah, I just like, I try to, you know, I check in with my friends and,
That's
yeah.
important.
And I, you know,
Having the mind-body connection with yoga and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and support you.
yeah, like that's a
Yeah.
big thing, you know, and I
It
keep
is.
like, you know, I got out of a relationship where it was like tough, you know, and sometimes, you know, we were probably both bringing each other down a bit, you know. It's one of the many reasons why I'm single for the first time in a long time. I mean, you know, see some people, but
you're enjoying it. You're living it up.
I am. I mean, you know, you know, it's not what you think. It's not like, hey, I'm not wearing blouses every day. Let's just say that. I don't have a different blouse on every fucking day.
Not every day.
Not every day.
Yeah. Right.
You know, just some days.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
We're trying.
Well, you're wearing this one beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
We do something called deep cuts.
Okay.
Just Q&A. Ready?
All right.
Name a song, album, or artist that changed your life.
I mean, Jeff Buckley. For sure. Sorry.
I love that we share that love of Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
The greatest.
I mean, I was just like, cause, you know, he showed, me also that like an operatic kind of like wild vocal can like, I mean, there's a lot of wild operatic, I mean, you know, vocals in rock and roll, but there was something about the way he did it that really that struck me.
Yes. Your voice reminds me of Jeff Buckley.
Oh, nice. Even the songwriting was like very, you know, original. Like, you know, that's why it breaks my heart to not have seen that, another at least 10 years of that shit, you know?
I own Everything You Can live at Shanae, like everything you can own of Jeff Buckley, I have.
Yeah.
It's just so special.
And did you ever read Dream Brother?
No.
Oh, you have to.
Okay.
Because it's kind of drawing like, similarities to his dad and stuff, which is really weird, you know?
Okay.
Because when his dad died, maybe even younger than him, he had like 10 albums out or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Ugh, I know.
But, you know, that's like, I mean, 10 records out. In those days, it was like, you know, you didn't throw out MP3s willy-nilly. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah.
Come on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, you had to fucking, you know, like you're like pressing vinyls.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucked up.
It is. It's
but anyway,
intense.
you'd like that. But
Thank you. What was your first concert?
Billy Joel.
Good one.
Yeah.
Long Island represent.
Oh, yeah.
A song you wish you wrote.
Oh, I mean, so many, but, oh God. Like, I mean, you know, those opuses like fucking, you know, like Hotel California or fucking, Bohemian Rhapsody, stuff like that. Oh, you know, like, but like, Blue Bayou, like, I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on. I can't like believe it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I didn't, you know where songs came from. Where did songs come from? You know, I have no idea, you know? So I was just like very, kind of intrigued by that. I'm still intrigued by that. I still have no idea where they come from. You know, I do think that it's like, you know, cause I collect titles. I collect progressions, you know, guitar progressions, uke, whatever. But I don't write anything really. Like, and that's why I make these trips. I found out that I just like, you know, I make the studio time and then I show up and I'm like, blah.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Then I don't think about it really.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Like, I don't have any, like, you know, I'm not like, and when I first asked Andrew to get in the band, and I know we will, but he's like, oh my God, could you imagine how much shit we're going to write on the road? I'm like, no, dude, I don't do that.
None of it.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I was like, I'd be in my room.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You need to decompress after the show.
And I don't like, you know, I feel like very, naturally prolific somehow now. I mean, also the songwriting, the fucking gun to your head songwriting that I had to do when I was thought I was going to be a songwriter. You know how many fucking songs I got to write to make a good living as a songwriter? A shit ton.
A lot.
And, you know, and it's a tough, you know, it's a tough biz because, you know, think about this. Think about how competitive it's not. There's no like, oh, you know what? I'll just be a songwriter. It's like when women say, you know what? I'm just going to be a lesbian. Good luck with that. Go fuck yourself. Or you think that's easy? You think them knowing every single move you're ever going to make and you knowing every single move they're going to make and them knowing and you knowing that they know that every single move you're going to make, you enjoy that. I mean, I'm not saying men are easy, but a dude. Oh my God. Anyway, have fun with that. Same thing with songwriting anyway.
Yeah.
So And so songwriting is like a bitch, you know? It's just like, there's so many people, like, you know, you could be, you know, God forgive me, but like, you know, like the trolliest of trolley looking, you know, you could be all fucked up and write the best song ever. And no one is like, wear a dress, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't like, you can fucking do whatever you want.
Right.
You know, you could sit in your bathrobe all day and, you know, eat fucking, you know, Oreos. Doesn't fucking matter. And then be like, listen to this great song I wrote for so-and-so, you know?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people that are able to do it. And, you know, yeah.
I get it. What's your favorite movie?
Donnie Darko.
Good one.
Yeah. That was like, I mean, that one just like, I like, it's one of those, I never want it to end, you know? And I love anything that has to do with time.
Me too.
But Donnie Darko just added all that, like, it was so cool. I mean, that fucking Tears for Fears scene blows my mind. Like, I mean, I wanted to just live in that scene.
Same. So good. Yeah. If you weren't a musician, what would you be?
Gynecologist. No.
Naturally.
I actually am. I'm moonlighting.
I am by trade.
I am moonlighting.
That's amazing.
That's so lame. I'm sorry. Everyone.
I kind
you
of
have to
think
apologize
that's awesome.
for that fucking thing.
No, we're in a judgment-free zone.
I think I've No, you can judge me. Fuck it. I don't care.
Love you.
I'm strong. Go ahead. You want to judge? Go ahead. Fine. No, I would be a therapist, I think.
A therapist.
Because I'm out of my fucking mind.
I love it. It's great.
And all therapists are out of their minds.
Right. You can relate to everyone. What's your most prized possession?
I mean, my physicality. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's no ski trips. We don't go on ski trips. No. There's no fucking ski trips. There's no snowboarding. Like, you know, no. Being able to, like, you know, break into a little trot every once in a while on stage, you know, trying to seem like I got it all together. Yeah. I value that.
I love that.
The most.
What is something your fans would be surprised to learn about you?
Woo! Oh, so many things. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, there's not enough social media for that. I mean, you know, I think they'd be surprised at a lot of things, you know what I mean? Cause I don't know. I mean, I think everybody kind of knows that I have like 800 different personalities.
You're just a passionate person.
I'm a passionate person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a flatline when I'm just, no. I'm just like you know, you get me alone. I'm just like, I'm the most boring motherfucker alive. No. Hell no. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't really know what they'd be surprised at. I mean, you see everything.
Yeah. You're straight up. You're straight up. Yeah. Are there words you live by?
I mean, one of the biggest ones is don't force anything.
I like that.
You know, it's like, you know, whenever I was like trying so hard, you know, even like, especially like, you know, I got to get this record deal. If I don't get this record deal, I'm not going to, you know, this song has got to get on this thing over, you know, those kind of things like back in the day or like, yeah, I mean, because it's going to happen the way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, try not to, if it seems like too, I don't want to say this because this is wrong. If it seems too hard, you know what I mean? But if you're like forcing an outcome that's like, doesn't want to happen that way, you know, it's like those movies where like, you know, the person's like, they're going to die and then like they avoid it. So they get killed another way.
Oh yeah. Like Final Destination. Right.
Shit like that. Like I think I try not to force things and, yeah.
That's great advice. That's really good advice. What does rock and roll mean to you?
I think, you know, being, authentic and, you know, I would say not giving a shit, but it's like, it's good to give a shit about things. But like, you know, having the balls to stand up to like what you are, you know, it's like, you know, I mean, there's no, or like, I wouldn't say don't apologize because it's good to apologize for things, you know, but there's a difference between, you know, being an asshole and being unapologetic about who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? And, I think that's rock and roll, you know, I mean, I think, and just like, you know, I think feeling it, you know, it's like, I mean, I don't want to like, people are better and better and better, I think, at recognizing authenticity, you know, and at least like, you know, at least the people I want around me.
Oh, I love that. What do you hope to achieve next?
You know, honestly, just more of the same, just more connecting with people. Like I don't have like, you know, lofty, you know, world domination. I don't fucking know, you know, I mean, honestly, just like I already got so much, you know, I'm so grateful for what I do have. So just more connection and, just like more songs, like, kind of like the ability or to write songs and, and singing them for people. I mean, I don't know. I'm really, I'm pretty tickled to be able to do it. So I'm just going to keep doing it.
You're the best. I'm grateful for you. I can't wait to see these songs live, LP.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like
It's
so
going to
good.
be fucking fun. It was nice. We did one the other day. We did Long Goodbye at an Oscar party, and a songwriter that I really respect, big songwriter, like hit me and was just like, yo, that's like an instant classic. And just her opinion. I was like, because, she's a tough motherfucker, this woman, you know what I mean? And she does not have to text me. Like, I probably look at the last text I got from her was like 2018. It's like, thank you. I mean, that's dope. Like, peers, like, I was like at the Chateau. I saw Lana Del Rey the other day and she was just like telling me how much she loved my shit, and it's like, just like, when people come up to you and like, when like that you respect their work and you're like, oh shit, that's nice. I mean, that's all I like, that once in a while is all I need, and then I just like, I don't know. I think, you see how people's music, like your music or, and you have your own music that affects you that you need, and so, I just, so, supplying, I'm a supplier.
Goes back to you're a giver.
I'm a giver,
You're
babe.
a giver.
I don't want to be. I just am. Sorry about that. Sorry, baby.
You're the best. Thank you so much. You're the best. Oh my God.
You're the best. I missed you.
I know.
We gotta stop meeting like this every 3 years.
I know.
It's fucking
Exactly.
crazy.
I do apologize for my maniacal laugh, but LP makes me laugh nonstop. And yes, I realize I was guffawing up a storm the entire time. This new album is simply incredible, and I can't wait for all of you to hear it. It is now time for my sound advice, new music you need to know. I have to kick it off with the latest from my guest, LP. We talked about the magic of this song, which is the first single off of the forthcoming album, Love Lines. This song explores learning to appreciate the lessons that come from lost love, and it's yet another gem from LP. Check out Golden. Next up is Half Moon Run, a Canadian band based in Montreal. I have been a fan and supporter for a while, and their new album, Salt, is out today. It is a gorgeous album. I like to listen to it start to finish, but make sure you check out the song 9 Beat. Next up is the latest from Scottish band The Snuts. This song is a love song, and it's about capturing the light and beauty in the mundane, ordinary side of being in a relationship. This one is on repeat for me. Check out The Snuts with Gloria. You also need to know the artist Briston Maroney from Knoxville, Tennessee, who cites artists like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and John Prine as early influences. As soon as I heard his song Freakin' Out on the Interstate a few years ago, I knew that this guy was special. And this new song is further proof. His album Ultra Pure comes out later this year, and it's important to know he played every instrument on the record. So talented. Check out Briston Maroney's latest, Body. Next is the newest song from SoCal post-hardcore band Movements. They just announced their third album, Ruckus, is on the horizon, and this new song is about the fear of letting someone down and losing someone you love, reliving the mistakes over and over again, and being haunted by all of your wrongdoings, and I cannot stop playing it. Check out Movements, Fail You. That's my sound advice this week. You can hear all of these plus more on the Allison Hagendorf Show playlist. The link to that is in the show notes and at AllisonHagendorf.com and wherever you listen to music. Thank you so much, as always, for being part of the Allison Hagendorf Show. New episodes drop every Friday, so make sure you follow and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. You can find the show wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can also watch the show on Instagram and YouTube. I'd love to hear from you, so please like, comment, rate, review, whatever you're feeling, and reach out to me on socials at Allie Hagendorf. I would love to connect with you. Let me know who I should interview next and what new music I should feature on my sound advice. Thanks again. I'll see you next week. And remember, you're a rock star.